Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Two-Line Pass. In light of Bob McKenzie's 2025 preseason draft survey coming out, figure might as well get a couple of first looks in here at players that could be around it for the 2025 draft. We're not going to do a deep dive because it's still the middle of September, but for players whose seasons are starting, we might as well jump in and just get a surface level look at what these guys, where they might start to fall in line to. So we're going to take a look at Ivan Ryabkin from Dynamo. He plays Russian juniors, also got, I think, exactly 2 shifts in the KHL so far this year, something like that. So we'll see just generally what he's made of. All right, subtle skate to stick, first shift. I don't think people realize how difficult that is sometimes. It's not a video game. Most players aren't Sidney Crosby. A puck in your feet is anything but automatic. This is pretty seamless. All right, if you know my videos, you know how much I value the dot line. Ryabkin wastes no time attacking the middle of the ice. I love that. And that, oh man, let's take another look. This poor D-man, he ages 20 years in a second. From the puck's in his skates, I got him, to he's going to carry it on the outside, I got him, to I'll have partner support to make a play here in the middle, I got him, to he's in my triangle for an extended period of time, I got him, to I wonder if football tryouts are still open. What a tough way to start the game for him. All right, so we cross the middle of the offensive zone here, and that basically eliminates that D-man for the time being. So now you work to isolate the new strong side D-man. And that's tricky too because there isn't as much runway for that. So you have to be quick and precise. Let's see. It's a good pass, good support. Give that player an outlet because you probably don't want a shot here unless that pass recipient has an absolute bomb of a shot, right? The wide drive was picked up by our original D-man back from soccer tryouts. This pass back is to a righty, but unfortunately that is not Ryabkin's hand. I'm fine with this. There's traffic. You earned all this space. There's no sense being too complex, especially on the first shift. You know, traditionally when you shoot for a rebound, it's supposed to go to somebody else, but maybe this guy is just that good. All right, so we're tracking back up high. Watch him here look off the pass, and he's aware. He's buying time. He's actually stealing space from this player. And I talk about how the game is made up of milliseconds, and the best players take milliseconds away from the worst players. It doesn't look like it from a physical perspective yet, but he's sitting there just eating this player's lunch, one bite at a time. All right, so we got turn toes here. Are we going to attack heels? It's dangerous this high. He's technically last guy back right now. Let's see. All right, we're coming down the wing. Yeah, well, I'll say something early on here. This is an obscene level of comfort to operate in an opponent's triangle. If you can do that, you can do a lot of damage. The timing of this pass is great. He just doesn't quite click, but he gets the D-man to declare and then slides it right through the triangle. All right, interesting route. I'm guessing he wants it right here, but then he carries the support route all the way into a tight spot. He somehow gets the puck and makes a play, though, so I can't be too upset. Wow, that's pretty annoying. He's on pucks. Early signs that he's strong on his stick, too. Good for him. Oh, there's more. He's having a chat. Interesting. Maybe there's this kind of element in his game, too. It'll be interesting to watch. I've never seen this player before this video, to be honest. I haven't talked to anyone about him, so maybe that info's out there, but there's a little bit of sand in his drawers right now. All right. Works to get open off the face-off. I like the puck support triangle. I like high cycling, too. Colorado is really good as a high cycling team. Creates just downhill speed. Nice pass, tight window. All right, gets the puck at the point. Oh, man. This is what puck poise looks like. His first move, the player doesn't really bite. He doesn't give him much. And some guys would just move this puck. Maybe there's some panic, and that would have been fine. But he has a whole nother plan lined up. That's an element of dynamic skill. I like that. There's puck protection in there too. Looks like he's trying to go under a stick all the way to the far post. Good concept. It gets blocked. And he immediately works to get it back. But the entire team has had enough, so there's no threat. All right, you see here he stops on danger and starts to help defensively. That's good, keen awareness. Oh boy. This guy telegraphs his outlet pass, and Ryabkin gets blown up. Is that the original D-man that he vandalized on the first shift? That's a good bit of revenge. He's fast. All right, there's nowhere to go with this puck, so I don't. He just sits there and eats it. I'm skipping about 10 seconds of ice time because he takes a penalty immediately on the next shift, and here we go. We're gonna get him out of the box. This is a little tough, but no one else is really actively engaged in getting open here. I think he feels the back pressure because this leg goes out here and tries to protect. It's just too tight of a space. While I don't love the execution, I do have some admiration for him not willing to throw pucks away. The kick out on the entry, if you saw it, that wasn't going to work. I think they were bearing down on him. I think that would have invited speed into the kick out guy's lap. Oh, they're on the power play. Oh, look at me paying attention. They're on the power play with him coming out of the box. I see now. Yeah, I don't love taking on a player one-on-one, especially without speed differential on the power play. That's a little silly. All right. Get back on screen here. Holds the puck, draws in a defender circling the net, and then we're going to go through the seam. We're going to go through the legs and through the seam. That's a good stop. Not a ton on this shot, but through the seam, really accuracy is the key thing. It's just the accuracy and the release is bigger than, you don't really have to blast it through a guy, but we'll watch a shot. Maybe we'll get a second chance at a shot. All right, it's one thing for it to not work out, but he has a knack for sort of getting pucks back right away, doesn't he? There's a magnetic element to him that is really an underrated feature of some guys. Like, yes, there might be a turnover, but getting sudden change on him, well, really off of him, might not be the easiest thing in the world. He's kind of on pucks. Like, his stick remains where the turnover happened. He sort of has it's almost like closing speed on the boards that I sometimes talk about, but it's in the middle of the ice off of turnovers if he can't complete his move. That there is value in that. Whoa, did he touch that? That's close. That's an unreal touch if he was able to get a piece of that. Hit a landmine here. Everyone's a mess. Okay, so timing is a big aspect of hockey sense for me, and this is good timing. Like, he's not really in this play, but he's aware. He's stalking. And then he just times it as soon as it starts to get dangerous right here near the post. I like how he supports pucks early on. Got a nice diagonal outlet there. That's a nice pass. There's a lot to like here. There's little details. Strong on his stick. He's on pucks. He's coming back defensively. There's a lot of clues here that this is a pretty well-rounded player. Not the speediest. He'll probably be a good skater in time. There's more to go there, I see. A little busy in the upper body, a little short in the stride length, but that's very normal at this point. He's not a bad skater by any means, just not super explosive. Hands look great. Playmaking looks really good. There's a certain edge to his game that, whoa, okay, there's some toughness in here. There's no qualms with his hockey sense. Now, to be fair, the junior league in Russia split so that the schedule would be a little bit more balanced, because if you're familiar with Russian junior hockey at all, there's some teams that were at the bottom of the league as a whole that were not up to par. Let's just leave it at that. And this is a team that he's playing that was in the silver. They qualified for the gold playoffs, so they're not completely useless. And you can only play the teams that are on your schedule anyway. So this looks like an A player to me off the bat. I don't know how high, because I don't know what everyone else looks like. And plus, it's still the middle of September, so I wouldn't waste my time putting a number next to somebody right now anyhow, because that's just going to create a problem for me later. But this is the first look at Ivan Ryabkin, and what a good start. Until next time, thanks for joining me.